armies witnessed the most senseless fighting the world has ever seen. For nearly 4 years, two armies faced each other over a quarter of a mile of no man's land, and in all that time, the front hardly moved. Today, Europe still does battle through these fields, but it is friendly battle. The weapons, cars. The common enemy, the clock. The protagonists are the French, the Belgians, the Germans, and a few British. The battle, the 24 hours of Ypres. The war, the European Rally Championship. Simon Everett is now based in Belgium and lies third in the Belgian Championship. Guy Chasseur's Ferrari 308 GTB. Marc Duez has his Porsche. European Championship leader Andrea Zanussi has a new car, which nearly failed scrutineering and has had insufficient practice. Ice driving school teacher Bernard Danish has brought along this delectable BMW M1. But is it really the thing to be flinging around those narrow lanes? Starting from the market square in Ypres, the first of 4.5 laps begins. Danish never really meant to treat this event seriously. And after this demonstration on the wet first stage at Ypres, he wasn't seen again. Jimmy McRae is having a serious crack this year at the European Championship, without Rothman's support, and currently lies fourth. His Bolin Catini Ascona 400 is backed by Clifton, who make a kind of elasticated Velcro. He's going well enough here, but the carburetor linkage comes adrift shortly, and he's to drive some stretches on the ignition key. Bernard Béguin in his 911 SC, sixth fastest here. Guy Coursoul is not in the groove yet and makes some wrong tyre decisions. Simon Everett, too, will not be seen again. His engine broke on stage 2. Bruno Sabe leads the French contingent in his 5 Turbo, 4th place. Zanussi takes time to settle in, but after a few stages around 9th position, he speeds up to stay firmly in the top 3. Guy Chasseur starts very well and takes the lead on stage 2, but runs out of road on Kemmelberg. In 2nd place, Marc Duez. Can he be the first Belgian to win his home event for 8 years? Jeff Jackson and Richard Harris. However, it's Francis Vincent in his Almiras Porsche who leads after stage 1. But he goes off for good on 3. By stage 5, Vincent has led, Chasseur has led, and now Bruno Sabe has the advantage, 18 seconds clear of Duez. Zanussi is third, another 9 seconds down. Then Béguin. Drugman's fifth. Coursoul sixth. And McRae seventh. 1.5 minutes off the lead already. Dutchman van der Mark. Stage 8, Liedschata. Sabe has extended his lead to 27 seconds. And the order behind is unchanged. Two stages later, Nieuwkerker, and the first night closes in. Sabe now has a 30-second advantage. And it's Zanussi who has moved into 2nd place. Despite taking fastest time here, Duez is back to 3rd, equal on time with Zanussi. Béguin. Drugman. and Colsul holds station. But Delbar has put his Ascona 9 seconds up on McRae to take 7th place. Then comes Paul Litar to lead the Talbots. With Jan van der Marel completing the top 10. The event is beset by frequent very heavy showers, and as Colsul crests the podium at the end of lap 1, most are keeping dry in the bar tent. Day 2 starts with a thrash round the local industrial estate with up to 5 cars on the circuit together. Duez now leads as Sabi went off during the night, dropped to 18th and decided not to restart. That puts Colsul second and Zanussi third. He had taken the lead during the night after Sabi went off. And with Beguin gone too, Droogmans is now 4th and Jimmy 5th. A sad end for Delbar's rally. Getting Group 2 leader Paul Litar up into 6th. Another massive storm greets the column as it reaches the next stage at Zillebeke. Duez still leads from Colsul. Zanussi, who was quickest round the factory estate, survives here, but on the next stage, a broken gasket puts him out. Droogmans will inherit third. With McRae and Grinrod, quickest of all here in the downpour, moving up to 4th. Now to Ypres again, where the rain has left trouble in store for Colsul. Only 19 seconds are lost, and Guy holds on to second.
One step forward and two back. We had another broken clutch cable, then we've also had a puncture in a stage which dropped us, a minute plus. So we seem to be catching up, then dropping back.
So how do you feel? I mean, do you feel there's any chance of making
I don't think so now. We thought that we could have caught Geiko Cell, but that minute again has just put us back what we had gained. So I think the weather's the most special thing about it, because you seem to, you can be in one stage it's absolutely pouring rain, and halfway through the next stage or halfway through that stage it's dry. It's very difficult for tyre choice, but as an event it's very good, very compact, and very little service time for the car, so you've got to have a reliable car.
Does the fact you do basically the same stage about 5 times make it more or less interesting for you?
I think probably some of the ones that you're maybe doing 5, it gets a bit, you get sort of disinterested then. I think maybe 3 or 4 is enough, but the way they do it in laps here, it's not so bad.
The British pair are still fourth, but 5.5 minutes off the lead, and everyone is still trying. Datsun driver Jean-Louis Dumont lifts a wheel with his Dawson-prepared car. Van der Mason and Epps group to a scope. As the moon rises over the Ypres wool exchange for the second time, activity in the market square is unabated, and there is another lap and a half to do through the night before the early morning finish. The event has some unique stages which cross over main roads. Each crossing has a passage control, and the speed at which it is possible to pick up a stamp and be on one's way is amazing. The police hold up traffic on the main road as each car goes through. Last stage, and the pace has visibly slackened. All are thankful that there is only a mile to go to make the finish. Mark Duez with his co-driver Willy Lux have done it. A home victory at last. With fellow Belgians Colsoul and Droogman second and third, and Jimmy McRae picking up valuable European points in fourth.
De won die hier een voorsprong van 2 minuten 28 seconden op Droogmans.
In Visa 2, we will be going to Finland for the Rally of the Thousand Lakes. To Donington to watch a round of the British Formula One Championship. To the Isle of Man for Britain's fastest rally, the Rothmans Manx, climax of the British Championship, which is still wide open. And there'll be a special item which you'll find more about when you watch Visa 2, the #1 name in motorsport video.